Yeah.
What is going on, guys? My name is DJDeem17, and in this video I will be going into detail about my likes and dislikes for the brand new Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. Now, I was able to reach level 30, which was a level cap for the beta over the weekend, so I was able to use a lot of different weapons, play a lot of different game modes, and really get a feel for how the game plays. I created a list of all my likes and dislikes, and before I start, I would like to say that these are my personal likes and dislikes. So if I didn't like a certain gun or I didn't like a certain equipment, that's going to be on my dislikes. It might be a like for you, it might be a dislike for you, you might agree, you might disagree, but just remember that this list is for me personally. So let's start with the likes. My first like that I have is no specialist or specialist abilities. Now, this was very annoying with Black Ops 4. At the beginning, I really liked the idea of the specialists and I really got into it, but as the game went on, it was just getting so annoying that these abilities were just too overpowered, they were too cheap, and they were just very annoying. So I'm very happy that they took away the specialist and the specialist abilities away, so hopefully this game will be a lot better without them. My next like, which I thought was really cool, was the beginning of the game loading animation. Now, this was before the game even started. For some maps you would come in a helicopter, other maps a van would drive you in and you would exit out of the back, and then you would stand in your typical Call of Duty loading screen before the game starts. So I thought that was a really good addition to the game, and hopefully they add on to that when the game gets released. Next, I enjoyed the opening and closing door animations that were in the game. Now, Call of Duty never really dealt with opening and closing door animations, especially with multiplayer, so this is definitely something new for Call of Duty multiplayer, but I did think it was interesting and I did enjoy it. I actually go into more detail about this, and it's actually on my dislike list as well. My next like, I bet not a lot of people even realized, but it was a friendly fire callouts. If you would shoot your teammate, even though you can't hurt or kill them, their character would yell out something like friendly fire or watch your fire, and even though it was really small, it still made the game that much better. Next on the list is Claymores. Now, I haven't used Claymores ever since Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, but Claymores are back and they are really good in this game. Even they might even be overpowered as of now, but the Claymores are very good. They don't have a lot of lag time between when somebody walks in front of it and when it actually blows up, so it is very difficult for you to avoid it. I've never been able to avoid it, and it seems that a lot of people in the beta were using them, so they probably think the same thing as me. Claymores might be OP, and we'll see what they do when the game comes out. One of the most annoying aspects of Black Ops 4 was the Final Killcam. Now, they didn't show the last kill in the game, they would just show the best play of the game, and that was determined by some AI and throughout the game. But Modern Warfare finally brought back the Final Killcam. Whoever killed the last person, whoever got the last score, any of that, they're going to show up, and that's going to be the Final Killcam that everyone can see, just like the classics in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. I'm very happy that they brought that back, because the best kill of the game was pretty annoying. Now, my next like is kind of a combination of 5 and 1, but the animations in the beta were awesome. Just a few examples were the spawning in animation, the execution animation, where if you knife someone from the back, it would show a really cool clip of you killing them, slitting their throat, something along those lines. The next thing is running with a gun. I don't know if this is with every gun, but at least the submachine guns, when you would run really fast, they would pick the gun up, so you would kind of be running with the gun, and that was a really cool animation. You'll see it in this gameplay. Next, climbing a ladder, it pulls your pistol out while you're climbing the ladder. So like when you first get off the ladder, it has your pistol out, but then it switches automatically to your regular gun. So I thought that was really interesting. And finally, the cruise missile kill streak. I thought that was an awesome animation. At the end of this gameplay, you'll see me using the cruise missile, and you'll see how cool it is. So all the animations in the game are awesome, and hopefully they'll add even more when the game comes out. Alright, so they might have gotten rid of the specialists and specialist abilities, but something in the game is pretty similar to the abilities that the specialists would have, and those are the field upgrades. Some examples are you would drop down ammo for your teammates and they can all pick that up. That was an ability from Black Ops 4. And also there's a stopping power one where it gives you one full clip of stopping power bullets, and of course, as you know what stopping power is in Call of Duty history, it makes your bullets more powerful and you can kill faster. So out of all the field upgrades, there's about 3 or 4 that you are able to pick with the beta. and my favorite was definitely the stopping power. Just that one clip, you can easily get a few kills, just a couple bullets. It's so much faster to kill than your regular bullets. So out of all those, the field upgrades, they're similar to the specialist abilities, but they aren't as powerful as they were in the previous Call of Duties, which is very good. My next like is the blue dots for teammates. Now, when you're running throughout the map, and you can see in this gameplay as well, there's blue dots that show up above your teammates, and you can see them through walls. So no matter where you are on the map, you can see exactly where your teammates are. Now, it's not precise. It is pretty high above their heads, so it's not exactly on the person, but it does give you a rough idea where your teammates are, and that can be very useful during gameplay. And finally, my last like that I have on my list is the quality of the game looks amazing in 4K. Now, of course, I am using the Xbox One X on a 4K monitor like I mentioned in my other video this week, but man, this game is beautiful. Everything on it looks great, and the 4K just makes everything pop out even more. So if you really want to get the most out of this game, get it on the Xbox One X, get yourself a 4K monitor TV, and it's going to look great. Now that we're done with the likes, before I get into the dislikes, I did have some neutral feelings on some of the aspects of the game, so let's get right into that. My first one is it feels very similar to Battlefield. Now, I don't like or dislike this at all, because I enjoyed playing both games, but it is kind of strange that it had a very strong Battlefield-like feel throughout. I mean, there were multiple aspects in the game, and it felt like I was playing Battlefield. So I don't like or dislike that, but it is definitely interesting. I wonder if they're going to change anything between now and the release, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, my next neutral feeling are the flashbangs. Now, the flashbangs are very powerful in this game. If you get directly hit by one of them, your screen is going to be bright white for I'd say at least 5 seconds. Unless you have one of the perks that combat the effectiveness of those flashbangs, you're going to be in there for a while. And most likely, if somebody threw that flashbang, you're going to be killed by that guy. So if you really hate the flashbangs, they are very powerful in this game, so make sure you have that perk that combats it, and I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Alright, now on to the dislikes. I am running out of time a bit, so I'll speed this up a little, but the first thing and the major dislike, all the other ones are kind of minor, but this is very big, the spawn raping that was going on in the beta. The maps available were super small, at least for the regular playlists, but every single game somebody would be in your spawn, they'd be spawn raping, and it would last a long time, especially on one of the maps. I forget what the name was, but it was really bad, and it would just keep going and going, and sometimes it would last the entire match where you would just be getting spawn raped by the other team, or it's the other way around. So it could either be a really good time or a really bad time, but either way, I really hope they fix the spawns by the time of release. Next, the doors make a lot of noise by just touching them. If you just touch a door, it slams the door open and it makes a really loud noise, so that's pretty annoying, and it'll give your location away pretty fast. Next, the footsteps are a bit too loud. I could hear people walking around from halfway across the map, and it was ridiculous. So obviously, on the other hand of that, people can hear you walking, and they're going to be able to tell exactly where you are. So hopefully they reduce the sound on that. And finally, the shotgun's massive range. They really increased the range on shotguns in this map, and it was pretty annoying because I don't really use shotguns myself, but I got killed by shotguns a ton in the beta, so that was pretty annoying. And the range is ridiculous, so we'll see if they change that by the time of release. But that's all I have for the likes and dislikes. I hope you guys enjoyed my likes and dislike video of the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare beta. If you enjoyed it, please smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for future content. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.